The new skate isn't just a game, it's a trap, a carefully designed trap for your wallet. And the mechanism is hiding in plain sight. The daily missions and the season pass. For 15 long years we waited, hoping for a return to the series that defined a generation of digital skating. What we got was something else entirely. I'm about to break down the stay and spin strategy, a system that creates endless downtime to pressure you into paying just to play. And once you see it, you'll never be able to unsee it. Let me at least show you how this works. You finish your daily missions. You're in the zone. You're ready to keep progressing. And the game says, come back tomorrow or come back next week. Early access players hit this wall hard. After finishing seasonal missions, they ran into a hard gate, completely throttling your ability to earn rewards. Your only option, wait an entire week for more season challenges, and which will only be 8 out of the 16, or open your wallet to finish the season pass and gain the items in the pass. That's not a bug. That's the entire business model. Now, here's why it stings so much. After more than a decade of silence, the announcement of a new skate felt like a dream come true. We pictured a return to the gritty, authentic world we loved. Instead, we got something so short of that. The game is free, yeah, but at what cost? This isn't the content-rich game that we hope for. It's an online-focused title with a jarring, cartoony art style, heavy monetization, and an always online requirement with no campaign. The heart of what makes skate special, its culture, its edge, has been ripped out and replaced with a system built for one reason, and that is to get you to open your wallet. So let's break down the core of the problem, a strategy I'm calling the stay and spin. On the surface, the game gives you ways to play for free. You've got daily missions, weekly tasks, a season pass, but the entire thing is deliberately engineered to slam the brakes on your progression and create artificial downtime. It starts with the dailies. Most challenges are on a 24-hour cycle. Once you knock out the few challenges that you have for the day, that's it, you're done. There's no way to earn more rip chips, the free currency, or make any real progression until the timer resets. You can skate around, yeah, but if you want to actually progress, the game forces you to stop and wait. This isn't a design flaw, it's a feature. It's meant to make you log in every single day to do your chores, and then leave you with nothing to do but stare at the in-game shop. It gets even worse with the season pass. When season 1 launched, players ran headfirst into a brutal progression model. Even if you grind through all your seasonal missions, you hit a hard gate. Reports from early access showed that after completing a set of missions, players had to wait an entire week just for a handful of new challenges to drop, completely throttling their ability to earn seasonal currency. This creates huge pressure to spend real money if you ever want to finish the pass before the season's over. You get 16 missions at the beginning. The Tuesday the next one's released, you only got 8. That's half the currency. This all leads to the currency trap. The game runs on 2 currencies, rip chips earned by playing and San Van bucks, the premium currency you buy with real money. While you can earn free stuff with rip chips, they're mostly used for product boxes, which are just loot boxes with random junk. And of course, most of the cool items, the branded gear and unique cosmetics that let you define your style, are locked exclusively behind premium San Van bucks. The whole game is set up to make earning free stuff a slow, boring grind, while constantly dangling the much better paid items right in front of you. It's a classic free-to-play trick designed to make your time feel worthless and push you toward the instant gratification of a purchase. This stay and spin system isn't just bad game design, it's psychological manipulation, pulled straight from the mobile game playbook. It's built on concepts like time gating, manufactured scarcity. By intentionally creating these dead zones where you can't progress, the game is designed to exploit a very simple human emotion, impatience. Think about it. You just wrapped up your daily missions in an hour or two, probably faster than that. You're in the zone you want to keep playing, keep unlocking gear, but the game just says, nope, come back tomorrow. So what's your alternative? You can't wander around the map, but for what? The real progression is on lockdown. Or you can pop over to the store where just a few bucks, you can grab a bundle of San Van bucks and buy that deck or those shoes you've been eyeing. Simple as that. That's the stay and spin loop in action. The game forces you to stay by logging in daily. Your drip feed of content makes progress so frustratingly slow that it creates a powerful incentive to spend. It preys on your fear of missing out, or FOMO as some may call it. Expensive limited item cosmetic bundles are dangled right in front of you to create a sense of urgency. This isn't about rewarding a skill or dedication. It's about creating friction and then selling you the way to get around it. It's a system designed not for fun, but for conversion. Like I've said, there is only one way around this, and it is to spend. If you want to get around this time gate, you have to spend. I really feel like it's a domino effect on the game's soul. The most tragic part of this whole strategy is that its impact isn't just about the in-game store. This greedy corporate design has knocked over a line of dominoes that has gutted the entire game, ripping out its soul. Because the core loop is built for short, daily check-ins, the developers had no reason to build a deep, engaging world. The open world of San Vansterdam has been widely described as small, empty, lifeless. It's missing the iconic, memorable spots from the old games, and is filled with repetitive, uninspired missions. There's no real reason to explore because the world isn't a playground, it's just a chore list. This focus on monetization has also been cannibalized content. At launch, core features that were staples of the series are just gone. There's no story campaign, there's no Hall of Meat, there's no skate, no death races. These were the modes that gave the original games their personality and endless replayability. In their place is a shallow live service shell, where the promise of future content is used as an excuse for barren release or early access. But maybe the most damning part is the complete culture disconnect. The art style has been called Disneyfield, gentrified, with soft marshmallowy character models that are a world away from the grit of the original trilogy. The soundtrack feels like a generic corporate-approved playlist instead of a reflection of skate culture's raw, electric roots. That the game's AI is so robotic and cringy that players have celebrated finding the option to turn it off. It all points to the same conclusion. This game was made by a committee staring at spreadsheets, not by a team that understands or respects skateboarding. Nevertheless, skateboarders. So what's the solution? We can't fix the game. We can't force EA to scrap its entire business model that they've been using for years. The solution for us as players is awareness. The whole point here is to pull back the curtain and show you the mechanics of the trap. By understanding the stay and spend strategy, by seeing how the daily missions, the weekly gates, and the dual currency systems are all designed to manipulate you, you stop being a passive participant, you become an informed player. You can now see the downtime not as a natural part of the game, but as a deliberate point of friction. You can see the in-game shop not as an option, but as the intended final stop on a carefully crafted user journey. This awareness gives you the power to make a conscious choice. You can decide if the core gameplay, which to be fair, many agree still feels great. I agree. The core gameplay of the game still feels great. You can decide if it's worth putting up with the manipulative systems built around it. You can choose to play completely free, knowing that the agonizing grind is an artificial wall. You're no longer just a player being led through a maze. You can now see the maze for what it is. Here's a conclusion to this video. After a 15-year wait, the return of Skate should have been a party. Instead, for so many longtime fans, it just feels like a betrayal. We were promised a sequel to a beloved series and were handed a free-to-play framework built to print cash. The game is a ghost, a hollow shell, wearing the skin of Skate but lacking its heart, its culture, its identity, the things that made the game. The stay and spend strategy, with its endless manufactured downtime and psychological pressure, is the engine running this soulless machine. And it is a machine. Like I've said before, I feel like this game is a train to get from one point to another point, like they're making another game or something else is cooking or it's just being used as something to get here to there. And while the flicked controls are still fun to use and part of this game's true identity, it's suffocating under layers of corporate greed that have choked out the creativity and authenticity and culture that made this franchise a legend in the first place. It's all gone, it's wiped. Will it come back? I don't know. So that's the breakdown of Skate's monetization strategy. I want to keep this conversation going, so make sure you subscribe for more deep dives into the games we play. Finally, I have to ask, after seeing all this, are you still hyped for Skate's future? Or are you off the board for good? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be waiting, and I'd love to chat with you guys and hear your opinions about Skate. Thank you so much for you guys watching. I'm out. Peace.